What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color. We're in the final week of the Criterion sale, so I'm headed out to another Barnes & Noble store. Haven't been to this one all month long. Meeting up with a couple friends this morning. Meeting up with John, who you guys know. He's been in a lot of these videos. And we're meeting up with Timothy, who I think has only been in one of these videos before, but he was very knowledgeable last time, and I'm looking forward to talking to him about movies again. They're both already in the store, so I'm gonna head in, see what they have, do a little browsing in store, take you guys in with me, shoot some footage for you guys. We'll give you some recommendations and then show you what we picked up at the end. Hey, what's up, guys? We're in the store. We got John. John's Coffee, always featured.
Of course.
And this is Timothy.
Yeah.
Welcome back. You've only been in one of these, right?
Only one. It was November of last year, and I was a little nervous because, as being a big fan of his show, I was like, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know. So I got like one out of like just nerves. But now I'm back, and I think I've learned how to do this, so I'm excited.
Well, look, he calls this a show. He makes it sound so official.
Yeah.
This is just us with a phone
Man.
in a store,
Yeah.
bothering people. You got any ideas what you're gonna get? Any plans? Or are you just gonna go?
This is number one priority right here. I
with
still
the
have
flow?
not picked up 8.5 on 4K, so that's definitely my number one. The other ones is just like the 4K upgrades that have happened. So.
This is the last week of the month, guys. I mean, this is the last week of the sale. It's over on the 27th.
Oh, really?
So here's the
Did not know
section.
it.
There it is. There it is. You found it. Wow, that was quick.
Of course.
Easy.
Of course.
All
Very
right, we're done.
Back it up.
I haven't seen more than I've seen 400 Blows.
Stolen Kisses is really great. The other two, but Love on the Run, the opening like theme song is a banger. It's like something about it I just really like. It's essentially a clip show movie. They're like, hey, remember the time when we, and then they play like other footage from like the past movies, and it's basically just a clip show movie, but that theme song opening it is like, oh, it's so good.
So I already have a copy of that, but I just got another copy in the mail from Barnes & Noble yesterday. So stay tuned, guys. That will be a giveaway coming soon.
I just saw this at the Plaza on the big screen, and
Ooh, the 4K restoration?
Yeah, I was gonna say I had not seen it in like years, but that was the first Kubrick I ever saw.
Have you seen that?
Yes,
That is
incredible.
Incredible film.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I have a friend who is the assistant manager of a movie theater in Marietta, and after hours they show movies to like their friends, and I've been encouraging them like, this would look amazing on your big screen.
It does.
So yeah.
It's the best looking 4K I think I've ever seen.
Really?
Like, the colors
Okay.
are already insane in that movie.
But the audio too, with the Philip Glass score, is like just this bombastic, like great introduction to the movie. I'm like, I can just imagine seeing this on a big screen. It's probably gonna be like epic. So I cannot wait. It'll be awesome.
Has anybody seen Demon Pond?
Yeah, I watched it at the Terra Theater when they showed it. It's
Thoughts?
I liked it. It becomes great at the end when I guess they said the miniature they used is like the most expensive thing that Japan had done at the time.
Speaking of miniatures, have you guys seen Godzilla vs. Biollante yet?
No.
Nope.
They set the puppet on fire. They like just burn. Well, there's several different stages of Biollante. Like he has like a plant form, then he grows real big as a plant, and then he like turns into like well, I don't want to spoil it, but this, by the way, is coming soon for a giveaway too. I'm gonna be giving away a couple copies of that in the next video because I have a couple of those. It's cool. I have not seen that. What is that?
I just watched this not too long ago. An old professor of mine from SCAT recommended it, and I thought it was awesome. It came out in the 80s, but the way it looks, it feels so modern. Like I don't know what camera they were shooting on back in the day, or like maybe it's just the restoration, but it feels like it could have been shot and made today. I mean, I'm trying to watch through the entire Criterion collection. My goal is to finish by the collection by the end of December of next year. What? 1,200 is how many I've seen.
Damn.
I started this in 2017. My goal is just to keep watching, and so obviously a good chunk of the ones that I still need left are like the Stan Brakhage short films and like the Hollis Frampton stuff and all that. But I just I don't know. I like Criterion a lot, man.
Do you include the stuff that's in box sets that
Yes.
doesn't have a spine number?
So last summer during the Olympics, I watched all the Summer Olympics ones, and then in just January I'm doing the Winter Olympics ones.
Those
So
are fun.
He's a madman.
yeah, I am.
I got that out because this is it's the next movie by the guy who did Diva, which is this sort of brash new French film in the early 80s, part of the Cinema du Look kind of movement, as it was termed.
This is one that I really want. I've not seen I Am Cuba.
The way he shoots these movies, it's like how do you like orchestrate the movement and the amount of extras you're dealing with and where you're placing the camera. It's all these like sweeping like long shots like in the middle of crowds and such. It's
Oh, yeah.
like absolutely like astonishing. Cranes Are Flying is also another big one, and then he did a Letter Never Sent, which was like kind of like The Revenant in the 1960s.
Oh, wait, this is by Cranes Are Flying guy?
Yeah.
I'll hold on to it.
I recommend. It's incredible.
This is something I've been craving to rewatch lately. Have you seen this one? You probably have because you've seen everything. Eve's Bayou is fantastic, and it's a perfect summer movie to watch. It feels so hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
We were watching Sinners last night. I finally saw it.
Oh,
Really, really, really good. Reminded me of this. This is not Mississippi. This is Creole,
right?
New Orleans, but it has the same kind of vibe. It's got a little bit of the supernatural. There's also a character who is in touch with like the ancient religions and supernatural stuff, but it's also a very like touching personal family story. I think this would be a good double feature with Sinners. It's not as action packed as that, but I like it.
Also, one of the best like child performances in a movie ever is
Oh,
Journey
yeah.
Smollett in that movie.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of the sisters are great. We've never watched a commentary together.
that'd be fun.
We started the Conan commentary, which is the most insane commentary ever. It's just Arnold Schwarzenegger and John Milius being dude bros and like, that's cool. Look at that. Like, I remember that.
This might be my favorite Criterion. Like, yeah, actually, I guess I lied because when I said I haven't seen a commentary, I did one day when I was working at the CDC. I used to work from home. I just popped in this movie and started listening to the Roger Ebert commentary, and I got so distracted from work. I was like so just glued to the screen watching it. I had to like shut it off. Like, I have to continue working, but
That's Bogdanovich?
pre Last Picture Show.
Ooh, that makes sense. It's kind of like a lower budget genre film.
Pretty great.
But you said you have seen it.
Is it?
Yeah. Have you not seen it?
No.
You haven't? I liked it a lot. A friend of mine recommended it to me one day, and I just took a chance on it, and I was really engaged. I think I like pacing wise, it just flows by, and you're like, wow, okay, it was awesome.
That must have joined the collection because it's Bogdanovich, because it does seem like I don't know, like an indicator release or it doesn't seem to fit in the catalog.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like when you're in the catalog, there's just a little bit more of like an incentive of like, yeah, let's just kind of keep going and building, like kind of like with Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah.
Obviously, recently with Nightmare Alley, it's like, yeah, just keep putting their movies in.
I feel like we have all of his that we're going to get, though. I don't think, like, Hellboy 2 is going to join the collection or
no, it
Blade
won't.
2. I'm interested in this because she's coming back to the collection in September.
I own that, I think, but I haven't seen it.
I have not seen it, but I have seen Born in Flames, and Born in Flames is great.
That's the one that's coming in September.
Yeah.
I just got this for my birthday, and I haven't seen it in years, but I just like watched a couple of scenes on YouTube after grabbing it, and I was like, yeah, I need to get this back on the rewatch pile or something. It's
I
great.
need to rewatch that for sure because I didn't have a good experience. That was like one of those where you're just not in the mood.
Yeah.
You got to be in the right mood for Tarkovsky.
My mom, growing up, was in a short film in like the 80s, and for the longest time, she'd always tell me like, oh, I was in this short film in the 80s, and like she showed me like a few clips of it, and I was like, okay, she's in a short film, whatever. During the pandemic, I reached out, I was like, by the way, what was this short film that you were in that you keep telling me about? And she was like, oh, it's called Split Cherry Tree from the 1982. Turns out, this short film was directed by Andrei Tarkovsky's screenwriting partner, Andrei something, whatever. And I was like, you never told me this? And then apparently the short film was nominated for an Oscar. And I was like, what?
That's a big deal.
I was like, you just never told me your son this? Like, what the hell? So, yeah, the guy who he wrote Andrei Rublev and Ivan's Childhood, he was
Okay.
the director of it.
That's cool. Have you watched it?
Yes, I have. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. You can find it.
Highest rated movie on Letterboxd.
They're showing it in 35mm at the Terra, or not Terra, Plaza on Thursday night. And my friend Aaron
Whoa.
Strand is the host who's doing like a little introduction. He does a podcast called Behind the Slate, and he does like facts about the movie, and then he does like a live audience discussion afterwards for his podcast. But awesome movie.
Dang.
So good. If any of you have seen this, like that, 100%. You gotta see it. Oh, this?
We forgot our bags. We forgot the Criterion bags
No,
today.
hold up. Wait. What do we have here?
What?
A little bag.
Maybe you'd like to open this, mister.
What is this? You're in on this. You guys were planning before I got here?
I don't know. Maybe you open it. Let's see what it is.
This? Now I'm embarrassed. What? How did you do this?
I went on eBay and I purchased it myself. So,
dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What?
A couple months ago, or maybe a month ago, we were at the Vinegar Syndrome pop-up at Videodrome. A friend of mine had called me and said, "Dude, do they have the keep? Like, you need to get the keep for me. I'll like Venmo you." And so they had one copy left. I bought it for my friend Zach. Literally after I purchased it, DJ texted me and goes, "Hey, do they have any more copies of the keep?" And I was like, I literally just bought the last one.
Yeah, he was like, I just bought the last one for a friend. And I was like, oh.
And I felt so bad. Obviously, like, there was the live stream you guys did, and you jokingly like, "Oh, he bought the last one, the bastard." And so I
was joking.
I know. I don't know. I didn't find it offensive. I thought it was funny, and I just was like, yeah, why not?
Thanks,
so
man.
I figured it'd be a funny
I
idea.
hope it didn't cost you too much.
I was gonna say it was like 100, but like that's the maximum I would do. If it was anything higher, then I would.
Yeah, that's basically my limit too. It's the Keep. It's from Vinegar Syndrome. It is a Michael Mann film.
Nice.
And it's supposed to be compromised. It's not supposed to be amazing, but it's supposed to be like...
I really don't like it that much.
All right, guys, we're back out in the car. Going to talk about what we picked up. I'm not one of those guys that usually puts a huge haul in there because I usually only get one thing. But this time it actually is because Timothy went crazy. This is your first time going all month?
Yeah, first time, and I had a $50 gift card from my friend. Shout out to Nick Henson from Maryland. He helps me out with this.
We also had gift cards. Look at all the gift card love.
Yeah.
Get people gift cards to Barnes & Noble. It's the best gift. Thank you to my in-laws.
Oh, you want to talk about yours first?
I'll go first since I'm in the back. I am Cuba. Soy Cuba? That's how you say it?
Soy Cuba.
Haven't seen any of the films from this director, but this is the one. Obviously, Cranes Are Flying I hear about all the time.
Amazing.
But when this came out, people were so psyched about this one. Does anyone, people say psyched anymore? No one says
I was psyched. I was like, yeah.
People are very excited about this one. It's a 4K. It is... Is it an actual documentary or it just kind of feels documentary?
It feels documentary. Yeah. It's a narrative. It's 3 different stories.
It's
like an anthology
It's like an anthology story, which I love. What I've heard most about it is the filmmaking, like the specifically the shots are insane. Like he does these really incredible long takes where the camera's moving around and passing hands between different people, like operators and everything. I've also watched the trailer for this, and the mood of it, it got me. Like it feels like such a celebration of life. Like at least the trailer does. I don't know if the movie is, but it was the trailer is mostly just him like in that crowd, like
jamming out. Because it's the jazz bands.
Yeah. It seems like a really like realistic portrait of this time period, 60s Cuba, and I listened to you guys in the comments, and lots of people in the comments recommended this one.
I finally picked up Farewell My Concubine on 4K. I've been kind of putting this one off for a few years, but although I've been championing like Chinese 5th generation cinema, they need like Raise the Red Lantern and some of those things in here too. Great movie. If you haven't seen anything in that era, it's Leslie Chung, right, as the like main actor. There's a couple of like young kid actors. They're actors in the movie. Actors playing actors.
Actors playing actors.
In the Chinese opera in Beijing, and they sort of grow up, and it's their story of being in the opera.
Beautiful film. You said it was like production design, filmmaking.
I mean,
amazing.
Beautiful cinematography, music, all the the production values are great.
Thank you for that was a word I couldn't think of earlier, was cinematography. I don't know why I couldn't think of that.
It was Oscar nominated for cinematography, I think.
I think so. Foreign language film.
It didn't win foreign, which is interesting, but it won the Palme d'Or. It was tied with The Piano in '93. So, fun fact. So
we need to keep him around.
He's full of fun facts like you.
I got The Wages of Fear, which I actually like more than Sorcerer. I know a lot of my friends are more for Sorcerer because of William Friedkin and the color and the 70s like aesthetic with it. I think the score is, of course. I don't know. I find this one I really like returning to a lot more. The tension here is just extreme and it's tense. It's 152 minutes. Flies by. Great.
Wow.
Love that tension. It's amazing.
We're going to be watching that one very soon.
Paris, Texas is also lovely.
Beautiful.
Again, haven't seen it in a very long time, but
sweet movie.
Very beautiful movie. Obviously, the ending is what everyone talks about, and deservingly so. It's beautiful. Speaking of great endings, Brazil, Terry Gilliam.
Which we just watched.
We just watched at my house recently. That ending is brutal.
It's brutal, but it's the perfect tone for the movie. It's so good. Love just I get the theme from this movie stuck in my head. The Office one, dun, 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 whatever.
It's like a 1930s 30s.
It's like a conga
song
line
that
kinda,
he turned
yeah.
into. He used it for the score. He like extrapolated from that. Another one where the production values are insane for the tiny
my
budget
God.
that he had.
I got this for my little brother when he was starting to get Criterion collections and stuff. So that was really nice.
It's a good starter movie.
Yes, Mishima, Life in 4 Chapters. Also great production design in this one too. The Philip Glass score, incredible, stunning. Can't wait to watch this on the big screen with my friends, hopefully one day. And then finally,
He got it!
my favorite movie of all time.
a good one.
I find it so
Amazing.
strange that like it's my favorite movie of all time. I get so inspired to make stuff after I watch it, like so creative, even though the movie's about someone who isn't like having writer's block and can't seem to think about it. But talk about celebration of life. The ending to this movie is literally about that, and it inspires me to want to make movies. I'm still trying to get back out there again, and
You're right. It's such a creative piece, though.
yeah.
And ironically, about not having that spark.
It's the
you know?
Orson Welles quote where he was like, I think people said like, how do you find, the inspiration to make movies? And he said, well, Fellini made a movie but essentially about nothing. And like, if he can do it, you can.
So
And
it's the Seinfeld of Criterion. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
well, he's playing Marcello Mastroianni is basically playing Federico Fellini. And the reason why it's called 8.5 is because it literally is his 8.5 film. Like, he's made 7
Oh.
movies up until that point, and I think
Yeah.
3 shorts, so it's like 8.5 is literally what is called. So
That's awesome.
Yes.
And then, of course, I have the Keep. Not Criterion, but that's amazing. Thank you so much.
of course.
That's awesome.
Very, very different. I don't think it could be more different than these two films.
One movie
Um,
that's I think is amazing, and the other I don't like at all.
I love that you hate the movie, but you bought it for me. That's amazing.
For the bit, right. Anyways.
Do it for the bit.
Shout out to my friend Kevin, who apparently watches your videos in LA. So
Hey, we're
There
all
you go.
over. We're,
Yes.
we're national. Thanks, guys, for watching. We appreciate it. I try to talk to you in the comments as much as I can. This has been a great month. We're going to try to get a couple more videos out in the sale, but there's only like a week left. So it's almost over. So get out to your Barnes & Nobles, pick up stuff for 50% off. They have a bunch of great stuff. And you can also get it online if you don't have a good,
there's a lot of good
Criterion
stuff
section at
yeah.
your store. Yeah. So we'll see you in the next video. Like I said, I'll talk to you in the comments down below. Until then, keep collecting.